We're live. Cool. Yeah. So we're on four devices, two cell phones. I'm on YouTube, five. We're on Zoom. We're on Facebook page. If y'all reacted to my Facebook page, I cannot see the comments, so bear with me. YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. Yay. This is where we're at. This is what's happening. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl, Nikki Nicole, coming to you live from New York City. Super excited to be here. And today we are here at the top common mistakes to avoid when launching your side hustle. I'm your host, Nikki, and I've been here for a while. A little bit about me is I'm a marketing consultant. I've been in marketing since 2008. I've been in sales since 2008. I've worked with network marketing businesses, and now I'm at a point where I'm growing and building my own business, my own brands, my own products, physical products, and whatnot. So, today we're going to talk about the top common mistakes to avoid when launching your side hustle. So, before we get into that, we're going to make this a 45-minute ish broadcast because my phone might die. Okay. That's number one. Number two, if you haven't as of yet, I will ask you to follow me on whatever platform you're watching me on. Turn on the notifications for when I go live and when I post, so that way you don't miss out on anything when I do broadcast. Because a lot of times I don't announce when I go, I just go so I can get it done and out the way and move on, and I can meet my commitments of going live. Yes, I remember, like, one is Instagram and one is like TikTok. Okay, so rule number one. Number two, click the link in my bio and join my email list, so that way you get notified when I do any sales, any specials, any pop-up events and whatnot, so you can be notified. Number three is you have to get a copy of the $100 million Leads by Alex Hormozi. How to get strangers to want to buy your stuff. You see how thick this book is? So you can DM me or write a copy. Hey, it's Drew from Jersey. What up, Drew? Baby Shug. So you want to get yourself a copy. Hold on. I got multiple cameras happening. You want to get a copy of the $100 million Leads. I'm gonna drop the link in the description when I share this out. But you could DM me on whatever platform you are, or email me at thedivaspeak@gmail.com. I'll send you the link so you can get yourself a copy. You see how thick this book is? This is a book that every entrepreneur should have, because the number one thing I see a lot of people have issues with when it comes to generating sales is you don't have enough people to ask. And that's really what it is. You don't have enough people to ask to buy your stuff. So that's why you're struggling with getting the sales. So that's housekeeping. Number one, follow me on whatever platform that you're on. Turn the notification bell to always, so that way you get notified when I go live. Number two, click the link in my bio and join my newsletter, my email list, so that way you get notified when I do any sales, any specials, any events, especially since Black Friday is coming, because I'm going to drop a massive sale. Okay. And number three, if you haven't as of yet, get yourself a copy of $100 Million Leads. You can get the physical book or you can get the ebook on Kindle. It really don't matter, respectfully. But the fact is, this man used to sleep in his gym. He used to sleep in his gym. And he built a business to the point where he sold it. Okay? I don't know about you, but you go from like homeless to now you like a millionaire and you sold your business. I want to know what you did, but he has that. So today we're talking about the top common mistakes to avoid when launching your side hustle. So we're really going to focus today on exposure, because that's the starting point of any business. One thing that I learned and I have watched time after time after time after time after time is you can have a horrible product, but because they promoted it so much, because it showed up so much in the market, because a lot of people have seen or heard about it, it did well. Like, let's name some products, especially since Christmas is coming, that are popular, but they're really not really good gifts or good items to buy. Like back in the days, you had the Pet Rock. This was a real physical product that people purchased. A rock in a package. Let that sit. People purchase the Pet Rock only because whoever ran that company did so well in marketing and so well in getting exposure and so well in getting the stuff in front of people that it's like, sorry, being nosy, that it's like, oh my God, how dare you? How dare you not buy my stuff? How dare you not buy my stuff? Like, it's real. Another product that did well and probably wasn't the best product in the world was the Chia Pet. Chia. Y'all remember that? Chia. They did so well with marketing that product and getting it in front of people. Like, you only here to see the Chia Pet around Christmas when people are like shopping. And it's so gimmicky and so like almost the, unless you're a pet lover, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody and mama got a Chia Pet at one time or another as a Christmas gift. But the point is, because they marketed it so well and it showed up so much on TV and they had a jingle to it, chia. Like, you can't say Chia Pet without singing the jingle. Like, that's how good they did with their marketing and getting exposure, that they cannot, you personally cannot say Chia Pet without singing the jingle. It's coming out. So because they did so well with exposure, so well with getting in front of the business, customers, so well with like promoting the product, they get sales. Another, so Pet Rock, Chia Pet. What are some products y'all know of that's like not the best gift in the world or not the best product in the world, but is well known? Like Squatty Potty. Like, who? Like, are you kidding me? It's like, it's basically like a potty or a stool for grown-ups to sit on while they taking a dump. Like, it sounds so like, what? Are you kidding me? It's one of those like weird situations, but because it was shown so much on TV, people purchased it. What else? You had Chia Pet, Squatty Potty, ShamWow. ShamWow did amazing with their marketing. They was constantly shown on many platforms and they had their little infomercials. And because you've seen it so much, you felt like, I have to get it, because they showed you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different ways to use the ShamWow. You have a car, you have an RV, you have windows, you have the bathroom, you have a shower, you have a kitchen, you know, you spill something on the counter in your kitchen, you can wring it out, you can watch. Like, they showed you all the most common uses to use their product, that you just have to get the ShamWow. Because when you use paper towels, guess what? Them suckers break, they tear, you know, it don't soak up everything. So you're programmed to get ShamWow now. When you think about cleaning up messes and spills, anytime I could think about, if you spill something, you like, damn, I wish I had the ShamWow. And we could go on and on and on and on and on. Ooh, excuse me. Another good example is when Kim Kardashian launched her body shaper line. Remember that? Was it Skins? Whatever it's called. Y'all know this. When she launched that, she did like damn near 1 million in like less than an hour. Same thing with Rihanna. When she launched her Savage line and her skincare line, she did damn near 1 million within a day. The reason that these big brands, not these big brands, the reason that these businesses, these companies did so well is because they have the exposure. And that's the most common mistake I see a lot of small business owners make when launching their side hustle. They're not getting enough exposure. Period. I don't know what else I can tell you, but we are in a day and age where you have to become social media famous. Okay? So if you're selling a product, you're selling a service, you want to be taken seriously, you have to become social media famous. And that's where we're at in this day and age. Um sorry. Just trying to fix my positioning for my phones because I got multiple phones happening. Okay, so with that being said, let's break it all the way down. I'm gonna go a little bit backwards. We're gonna talk about the math, the email marketing math. So let's do a quick reset. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Girl Nikki Nicole, comes to you live from New York City. Super excited to be here, and I am your host for today's show. Top common mistakes to avoid when launching your side hustle. I've been in business since 2008, self-employed. Now we're back in 2009, and now I decided to offer my experiences, the good, bad, and ugly side of running your own business or trying to make money with your own side hustle. People don't share the craziness. I share the craziness so you're prepared, so you won't think you're crazy. This is just common stuff that happens. I'm also going to share with you what has worked for me when I was starting out, and things I wish people would have told me, which would have saved me hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars and headache in advance. So with that being said, if you haven't as of yet, follow me on whatever platform you're streaming from. Click the link, turn the notification bell to always, so that way you can notify when I go live, as well as click the link in my bio on my social media platform, The Diva Speak, and join our email list, so that way you can get notified for any sales specials and get on the wait list for Black Friday. Rule number 3, if you hasn't as of yet, get yourself a copy of the $100 Million Leads book. Get the physical book or the ebook, whatever works for you. And number 4, if you find this information beneficial, share the platform, share the live, tag somebody, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Listen, sharing is caring. Don't be stingy in here watching and you ain't sharing with nobody. Because guess what? When you want the hookup, they're going to be like, oh, I forgot about you. But it's karma. All right, so let's go back to the most common mistake business owners make when launching their side hustles when it comes to exposure. We're going to start with the email marketing math. The email math. The email marketing math. I said it right. I'm going from the dome. I ain't got no notes. This is how I roll. Normally I have notes, but I just needed to go. So, hey girl. So, let's talk about the email marketing math. A lot of people have a goal of, I want to make money. Cool, I got you. I'm with it. Solid. That's everybody's goal. My question is, how much money? Now, when you say as much as I can, I'm going to tell you, well, you're already doing it. Are you happy with the results? And you're going to say no. So let's cut the BS with this. I want to make as much money as I can, because you're already making as much money as you can. So let's get real specific. I feel it's best for your mindset to focus on earning at least 1/3 of your monthly household living expenses. I'm going to say that again. I feel it's beneficial and the best for your mindset to set a goal of trying to earn 1/3 of your monthly household living expenses. So whatever you spend in a month to keep a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table, transportation, paying utility bills. Oh, shoot. Damn. Hold on. Let me. My bad. My tablet about to die. The struggle! Hold on. Damn it. Oh, shoot. Jesus Christ. You ever try to like plug something in and like you can't see the plug, so you keep missing it? Okay, we made it. All right, what happened? All right, we back. I'm hot. See that? I'm sweating. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh, that was work. Okay, let's bang this out. My bad. Whew, hold on, wait. I was like, no, I had a feeling. I was like, I think I could make it. This is at 40%. I don't even know. I'm even gonna search the phone. Is when I see that 20%, and I'm like, wrap it up. All right. All right. Set the goal of your monthly expenses, 1/3 of that. That's your goal that you need to make every month for your side hustle. Break that down into 4 weeks. So let's just say, for argument's sake, your expenses are like maybe $4,000 a month. I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know. Rent, car note, electricity, utilities, groceries, cell phone, toll, parking, insurance, kid stuff, whatever softwares you got, Shopify, everything, right? Whatever subscriptions, Netflix, Hulu, let's say 4K, okay? So 1/3 of that, I need a calculator because I was easier. It's like 1,000, but it's probably gonna be like 13 something. Let me get a calculator. We're gonna do this math. 4,000, right? Divided by 3. Well, it's about right 13. Okay, I said it. Okay, my math is getting there. Okay, I was kind of. So $1,333. So let's just say $1,400 to make it even. So your goal every month is to make $1,400 with your side hustle. That isn't really like an overwhelming I'm gonna die type of number, but it's manageable, because if you break that down to 4 weeks, that's really like what, 350 a week. Now if you work 5 days a week on your side hustle, that's $70 a day. Do that number. I'm like, I mean, like that's like 1 or 2 products. That's like 1 or 2 products, depending on how. Like if you sell a $50 product, that's like 2 products, 1.5. If you sell a $100 product, that's like 1 product a day for 5 days, and you use Saturday and Sunday as the catch-up days if you fall behind. That's why I say like calculate 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday is either like catch up or preparation for the next week. That's reasonable. So $1,400 a month for your side hustle. For this particular example we're talking about, it's the phone. I switched platforms and I see it acting up. It's the phone, because I'm sitting here like, this phone, every time I get on the gram, it act up, and I'm like, let me switch phones. It's the phone. So I just gotta give me a new phone. Sorry, because I was like, I have a phone that's like, it moves real slow when I stream, and I thought it was a platform, so I switched phones, and it's the phone because it's still moving slow. So, because it's doing that on TikTok, like, oh my God. So that's $70 a day, 20 times a month. That's not bad. So let's run the email marketing numbers. Let's do the email marketing math. Their statistics says on average, you'll make anywhere from $1 to 50 cents per email subscriber you have. I'm gonna repeat that again. Statistics says that you will earn $1 per month per subscriber that you have on your email list. Maybe 50 cents, worst case scenario, 25 cents. And that's only because of the amount of time you stay in contact with them? How many times do you show up in front of them? The relationship that you're building with them. What are you sharing with them in these email communications that's going to make them want to open and continue to open? And 3, so what do you offer? The relationships, how often, and what are you sharing? So those 3 things will determine if you're going to stay at 50 cents per average a month, or $1 or 10 or 20 or 100. So when y'all hear people say, oh, I launched this product, I dropped this product, I did $1 million in a day, I did $1 million in a month, I did 100K, wow, it's because they got a large database. Either they did one of 3 things when it comes to their database. They borrowed the database, which means they piggybacked off an influencer who got the database. Yeah, y'all like, oh, that's how you do it? Yeah. They built their own database, means they ran ads, they showed up on live, they DM'd people, they did table events, they asked people to join their list, they showed up on podcasts, whatever. Or they purchased the database. So it's build, borrow, or buy. So when you buy, so buying the database, I'm not saying like buying leads, I mean like most of like paying for ads. And when I say buy, like you paid for advertisements to get in front of people so you can build your own. You can also build your own organically. It just takes a freaking long time. And that's the second mistake a lot of small businesses make, is they try to do everything organic. Like, get out of the organic. We ain't got time to play games. Your bills ain't going to be like, oh, boo, don't worry about paying the rent this month because you build an organic following. So pay us when you get a chance. This is not Popeyes where the guy's like, oh, give me a burger today and I gladly paid you on Tuesday. No, give me the money. Show me the money. You know, like, y'all gotta get this money. Like, stop trying to not run ads, because your bills ain't gonna be like, oh, boo, you ain't hit that goal. Well, that's okay. Pay us next month since you do it. No, organic is like slow and steady tortoise in the hare type of situation. Listen. How many economic meltdowns, pandemics, swine flu, what the bird flu? What are these issues, these end of world things that popped up since you've been alive? I've been through like the economy, recession, meltdown in 08 and 05, 09. Then we had the pandemic of 2019, like 10 years later. It shit had bird flu, swine flu, measles, monkeypox. Like, we always gonna be in a crisis, coming out of crisis, about to go back into one. So just let's just stop. So stop being scared to not want to run ads, because organic, there's nothing wrong with using organic traffic. Don't get it twisted, but you need to pair it with paid traffic. So again, email marketing math. You make on average $1 to maybe 50 cents per email subscriber you have on your email list. So if we want to make $1,400 a month, we need to have at least bare minimum 1,400 people on our email list. 1,400 people. Okay? Because if I have 1,400 people and like maybe 5% of them actually buys my stuff, hold on, 1,400 times 5%. That's like 70 people actually purchase my product, and I sell a $25 product. I just made $17.50. Let me run them numbers again, because it probably went over your head. The goal is to do $1,400 a month. Remember I said your side hustle monthly goal should be 1/3 of your monthly expenses. Okay, so in this example, the expenses are $4,000 a month. So to not go crazy trying to do $4,000 on your side hustle, let's do 1/3 of that. And then let's repeat that 4 times. If we could do it 3 to 4 times, then let's increase it and do it for another 2 to 3 times and then increase it. That way you can't make up these telenovela stories in your head that you're not enough, it doesn't work, you're not good enough, this is the wrong idea. Like those, you can't play mind games when you see the numbers. Because one thing I'm going to share with you is people lie, but the numbers don't, including yourself. Your subconscious will lie to you. Be like, Trick, I don't know, we're going to make it. But if you look at the data, you're like, okay, we halfway there, and it's the 15th of the month. So if we repeat what we did from the 1st to the 15th, we can get there. Make sense? Hey, welcome to the broadcast. Okay, so 1/3 of $4,000 a month monthly expenses is $1,400. So according to the email marketing statistics, you make on average about $1 per month per subscriber that you have. So we will need 1,400 people on our email list in order to meet our goal of $1,400 a month. Yes. Now, here's another thing I want to share with you. When it comes to life, you have to work the numbers. People lie, but the numbers don't. Long as you track your numbers, you will never ever make up these crazy stories in your head that something's not working, because all you gotta do is look at the data. Get your life. Because I was like, I need to hit my goal of $1,400 a week for this one brand I just started. And I was like, we had like $300 like yesterday in sales. I'm like, cool, we're halfway there. We're like 700 more to go. And it's only Monday. So if I stick to the goal Monday through Friday to hit the rest of the goals, we Gucci. Now, when it comes to figuring out what we need to do, I need you to understand and trust that some will buy, some won't buy, and some will just sit there floating in the wind. Like when it comes to life, some will, some won't. So what? Who cares? I need you to say this mantra every day, because if you don't say it and believe it, you're going to be stressed out and frustrated because things aren't going the way it's supposed to go. People aren't showing up the way they're supposed to show up. Sales aren't coming in because you're under the impression that everybody's going to buy as soon as they see your stuff. But I need you to remind yourself in your heart, some will, some won't. So what? Who cares? When I was in direct sales, we had a similar mantra. We would say like 1/3 will buy, 1/3 will work the business. When it came to figuring out our monthly production based on our team sales, we calculated how many team members we had. And we knew 1/3 is going to work. We knew 1/3 is not going to do anything. And 1/3 is just going to watch. And then we made our decisions on what we need to do, whether we need to add new people, to go with the people that's working, and then do our own personal work so we can hit that goal. Because a lot of times we put a whole lot of faith in our and other people and hope it come together. It's like, I need you to focus on the numbers. So knowing that a percentage is not going to buy your products and a percentage will buy your products, you should not get upset if you don't hit this number. So let's go back to, you have 1,400, Yep, some will, some won't. So what? Who cares? Next. On to the next one. On to the next. That's another one. Anyway, I got a lot of them. So 1,400 email subscribers. We're gonna deduct, let's say 10%. I should say 5, just to save your spirits. But we're gonna say 10 to make it even for the math. When you have an email list, on average, anywhere from 3, 5, or 10% of that email list is actually going to buy your stuff. And the reason I say those 3, because it depends on the relationship you have with these people, how often you're communicating with these people, and what you're actually sharing with them. Is it valuable information? Is it tips and tricks and secrets and myths and myth busters and hacks? Or are you only hitting them up when you want to get like, or you're only hitting them up when you want to sell, like, like a one-night stand? Don't be doing one-night stands with your email list, people. Like, I'm only going to message you when I want to sell. Like, The same way you want your man or your girl to hit you up, check on you, how you doing, babe? Good morning. Hey, boo, hey, let me check out some exciting news. You gotta be like that with your customers. You gotta romance your customers. You gotta be like, hey, baby, listen, I just started this broadcast. I don't know if it's gonna pop off yet, but here's the link. Go watch it. Let me know your thoughts. You involving them in your life. You like, hey, listen, my son just graduated college. You're involving them in your life. They're like, oh my God, congratulations. You be like, hey, do you got any tips on how to deal with like college kids? Because I've never dealt with a college kid besides myself. Talk to your audience like you want your man and your girl to talk to you. It don't necessarily have to be business related, but like community. Hey, if you got nothing else to say, share your life story. Something, don't leave them hanging and you only want to hit them up when you need a sale. Like, hey, I'm dropping this Black Friday sale. They're gonna be like, who you? And then you're gonna be crying when them numbers ain't working, when the math ain't mathing. So that's why I said, let's, for this argument's sake, we're gonna say 10%. But when you run your numbers, like what I want y'all to do, and this will be a homework assignment for y'all, go to your email list, go to your text messaging list, take the amount and minus 3%, 5%, and 10% of your email list. So that'll give you an average on how many sales you can get from your list. Okay. So when you start promoting stuff, you can compare to your average, to the actual data, and you can like, okay, 5%, maybe 3%, maybe it's 10%. And you know where you at. You go like, oh, I got to fix this. So let's get back to the math. 1,400 people on our email list, minus 10%. What is the numbers? What's the math for that? Minus 10%. That's 140 people. Did I put 10%? I mean, I know it's 10% off the top of my head, but I got to calculate it because I'm talking. 1,400, 1,400 minus 10%. So on a high end, I should get 140 people by myself. But I'm not going to hurt my feelings like that. We're going to cut that in half. We're going to say 5% of that. So what's half of 140? That should be like 70. It should be 70. Divided by 2. Why I said plus 9? I don't know. See, I can't talk and click on stuff. 140 divided by 2. Get out of the 9. I don't know where this 9 is coming from in my life. Minus 2. Divide, sorry. So let's say 5% of your email list actually buys. Just because I don't want to hurt my feelings and tell you 10% and I don't hit that number. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't work. Because that's what I like to do. You try something, you don't get the result, you want to quit. Throw a tantrum. Breathe. 5% of your email list actually buys. So that's 70 people, right? 70 people buys from your 1,400 list. Now, how much is money? Like, give me a product, give me a price. What are you selling your products for? Like, not a high ticket product that's over $500. Like, give me something that's in the mid-range, low ticket price range. Give me a number. Like, what are you selling? What's the price? We're gonna run the math with like a real live example. Okay. So we have 70 people. Okay, 50. So let's say you have a product that you're selling for $50. Okay. Out of your 1,400 people on your email list, you promote that $50 product for like the whole month. 5% buy your stuff. So 70 people times $50 comes to $3,500. Ooh, you got $100 workshop. I'm like, boom. So let's do the math. So let's do the 3%, 5%, and the 10%. So 1,400 minus 10% of my audience actually buy the stuff, right? That's 140 buyers. So 140 buyers times 140 times $100 on the high end is $14,000. What? That's beyond the minimum we was talking about. But let's say our conversions. What up? Let's conversions ain't that nice. Maybe we're new. Maybe we're struggling. Maybe we haven't quite figured it out. Our audience and our messaging and our stuff like that. So let's try again. 1,400 people on our email list minus 5%. That's 70 buyers, right? So now we have 70 people purchase the $100 workshop. That's 7,000. But let's drop it even lower, just in case like your skills is trash. Like it's like hot. Your conversions, your sales, your closing, your follow-up is garbage. Let's say it's just like, it's a mess. Let's try again. So you have an email list of 1,400. 3% buy. That should be 42. Hold on. Let me double check. 1,400 minus 3%. Yes, 42. So now we got 42 people spend $100. That's $4,200. Oh, we could take it down even less. Let's say 1% of your audience buy. Either way, how you spend it, you still hit that $1,400 goal. But it's because you communicated to your audience, you let them know the price of your product, you stayed in touch with them, and you was consistent. So just for the math, say 1,400 people on your email list. Let's say you only convert 1% of them into buyers. That's 14 people. So if you have 14 people on your email list buy a $100 product in 30 days, you still hit that $1,400 in sales from 14 people. And you only converted 1% of them. Do you see how important it is to have like a decent sized email list? Do you see how important it is to communicate with your audience on a regular? Do you see how important it is that you need to build a relationship with your already existing audience, as well as add new people to it? So that way, when you need to hit your monthly goal, or you know you need sales, all you got to do is drop an email. But in order to get to that $1,400 in email subscribers, you have to be seen. You need exposure. You need people to know you exist, because right now you're the best kept secret in the world. Live streaming is a great way. YouTube is another great way. TikTok is a great way too. TikTok Reels, YouTube Shorts, live streaming, pineapples. If you implement these things, what time is it? Oh, I said 45 minutes. I started at 9:40. Okay. If you implement these things in your marketing, you're going to get those exposures. So I'm going to break down what you need to do to fix these mistakes. So quick reset. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl, Nikki Nicole, comes to you live from New York City. Super excited to be here. I am a business consultant as well as social media marketing, because I am a business strategist as well as social media marketing consultant, and I help entrepreneurs on how to leverage their social media platform, get exposure, and generate qualified leads. I started in network marketing back in 2008, where I used to walk up to strangers in New York City and collect their contact information. You guys have social media. You could be on your couch and making money. I don't know. Listen, real talk. Go on TikTok, okay? And look at press the live button at the corner so you can see all the live streams in the feed, and swipe through the live streams. Let me tell you what you're going to start seeing, because I noticed this. You're going to see a lot of these Asian people doing home shopping network QVC type of setups in their living room, holding up shirts and books and makeups, and like, oh, you can get this for this price, and da 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 da, and we also got it in this color, and then we have this, and da da da, like they holding, oh, we got this, whatever it is that they're promoting, and you're gonna see a button at the bottom like TikTok shop, so you can buy it on the spot. They not playing. I don't know why y'all sleep. I'm up like 2-3 in the morning and being nosy. I'm like, yo, they is really going hard. They had like a whole wardrobe behind them, curtains, and this lady had like 20 different jumpsuits in different colors. She was selling her stuff, and she had like 3 different cell phones on a little tripod that was like following her every time she moved. I was like, see, listen, I need to step up my live stream. But the point is, like, they selling their stuff. They're showing up and they're promoting their stuff, and they got the link for you to buy it. So you got to follow the same method. Get that exposure. So first mistake we talk about is not getting enough exposure. You got to be seen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is what you can do to get seen. Do a lot of tutorial or instructional reels. and record a reel that's less than 60 seconds. I started with trying to make one a day. I get it, and then I stop. I'm like, so I struggle too. Don't get it twisted. But you see something posted. But if you record instructional or tutorial type of reels, whether you're showing people the steps, this is how you get this result. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Click here for more information, or click here to get the course, or click whatever your call to action is. Whatever is the next step you want people to do. Or you could show people how to do something. Like, I know one of my videos, and y'all could go look because it's getting mad views. Both of my TikTok and my YouTube short, I did a tutorial. It was a silent video. I didn't talk. I did the words that popped up, which is work. Make them words pop up. Because I was like, God damn it, my fat fingers in the screen. It wasn't working. Can't mess with that. I'm like, oh God, it's like the same tangents I have when I try to use Canva on my phone. I'm like, nope, computer. Anybody got time for this? But I did a silent video showing people like how to twerk on the wall. And what I did to prepare for that video was write down the steps required to twerk correctly on the wall upside down. So I had it written out. So this is what you need to do. Whatever results you can show, write the steps. And then record each step slowly with your cell phone. Then when you upload it to like any of the reels or the shorts, you can write, because you already got the list written down already. You can write the words on the screen every time you do each part in the video. And then that's your reel. And for me, my reel has gotten like 10,000 views. I was like, I posted that like a year ago, and it's like one of my top videos. And same thing with shorts. I'm on YouTube. I'm like, do more tutorials. So I have to physically get up and do certain stuff. Some of you guys don't really got to rent a studio or find a corner in your house to do anything crazy. Like, you have your own setup already. So if you're like a coach or a consultant, or you're like a trainer, or you have a software, all you really do is taking your phone and recording your screen and pointing and showing each item that's part of the steps. So what I'm going to start doing is showing people how they can become a social media manager from home. So I'm going to be targeting single moms. Like, hey, you can become a social media manager from home and show people how to manage people's social media accounts. And I'm going to step 1, sign up for this software. Step 2, blah, 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 blah. Step 3, download this landing page and add your prices. Step 4, get an account with Square. Step 5, get an account with Stripe. Step 6, go to Google, and find people that social media accounts is trash. Step 6, email them this script. Your social media account is trash. I can help it. Click the link to book an appointment so you do a free consultation. Somebody that don't know what needs to be done to get a result will find that video valuable. So make tutorials and instructional videos on your reels and make it less than 60 seconds. Quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another way to get exposure is leveraging other people's platforms. Okay. This is how you do it. The podcast. How many people listen to a podcast? Say I. We all listen to podcasts once upon a time in our lives. These people that have podcasts, they don't know. They need guests. People that have podcasts, virtual summits, chat, whatever. I mean, I have a list. That's not in front of me. Okay, let me actually use my brain. Anyone that has a virtual stage, whether it's a live stream broadcast, a virtual summit, a challenge, a mastermind, a conference, a masterclass, or maybe they just do live stream, or maybe they just do podcasts. These are called virtual stages. It's online. People that host these events, they need speakers. they need guests all the time. So what you can do is set a goal to be on 2 podcasts a month. You want to be ambitious? Do 4, 1 a week. It's on you. When you are a guest, hey, welcome to the broadcast. When you are a guest on other people's podcasts, you are leveraging other people's followers. Remember I said earlier, how you get followers, how you get exposure, how you get leads? You either buy, borrow, or bribe people. When I said buy, I didn't say bribe. you buy your audience, you borrow your audience, or you buy your leads, you borrow your leads, or you bribe people to get leads to you, something like that. Whatever. The point is, when you get on somebody's podcast, you're gonna borrow their followers. Think about if 1% of their followers on their podcast decides to follow you after you got on their broadcast and gave them massive game for 40 minutes, they gonna be like, I like this person. I need to join their part. I need to follow them on social media. So this is how you get the exposure. Borrow other people's followers. Go to the podcast on your phone and do a search for your niche or your industry, and then just make a list of all the people who has podcasts in that industry, and just reach out to them. Hey, my name is Susan. I offer X, Y, and Z. I came across your podcast. I feel your audience can benefit from, my content and help get results. I love to talk with you about being featured on your podcast. And there's plenty of people that's looking for guests on podcasts and they don't charge a fee. What? They don't charge a fee? Yes, they don't charge a fee. Like on my Instagram page, I pinned one interview I did for a podcast. There was a couple others I did. It's somewhere online. I need to organize it. But the point is, they're always looking for guests. So this is where you can get that exposure. Is leveraging other people's followers, leveraging other people's audience, leveraging other people's platforms. So go to the podcast, hit the filter button, do a search for your industry, whether it's business, whether it's wealth building, whether it's fitness, whether it's relationship, whatever the industry you're in, and all the people that's listed on that industry, write them down. Put in an Excel spreadsheet, do what you need to do. And then one by one, message them and ask them, what's the process of being featured on the guests, and give them some topics on what you can speak on, and see, and if they book a call with you, listen to their podcast before you get on a call. Don't just jump on a call and be like, I'm great. No, listen to like 3 of their podcasts. So when you speak on a call, you speak with authority and what the hell you're talking about. You say, oh, I noticed you have this type of people in your audience. This is how I can fit in, blah, 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 blah. Or you could say, well, I've noticed you're missing this thing in your series. I've listened to it and I haven't heard anybody talk about this. They're like, thank you. You're like, listen, you did the work for them. They're like, yes, come. Yeah, I want you. Speaking of podcasts, I got a summit. I got to schedule an interview for. But yes, like think about it. Like if someone, and it doesn't matter of the size. Don't be like, oh, they don't have a big podcast. Like, let's really do the numbers right now. Which one seems like a big deal? I mean, to each his own. You can either be on one major podcast that got 100 million followers, or you could be on 20 podcasts that got like 1,000 followers. On paper, you was on 20 different platforms. So when you add, the little social, what you call it, the little PR media graphics people have on their website, like I was on CNN and we was featured on this and we was featured on. Now you can put those podcasts and you can make one up. You ain't gotta be on media. You can be like, oh, well, I was featured on this podcast and this podcast and this podcast and this podcast. Here's the link. Bam. Like if I look at your credentials, yeah, you might have been on one major podcast that got 1 million viewers, but when I'm looking at the receipts, you was featured on 20. That seems like a bigger deal than the one. Yes, it's a big audience, but you was asked, but you was asked to come back, is what I'm saying. So look for podcasts and reach out to them about being a guest on their or being a guest. Hey, what's the broadcast? Being a guest on their show. Okay, 2 a month. Here's a secret. Come here. It don't cost no money. It don't cost no money to be on somebody's podcast, but time. Okay, gratis, no dinero. You know, it don't cost no money to be a guest on somebody's podcast. So when you say, "Oh, I don't got money to run no advertisements," yes, you do. You just don't want to spend it. Let's call it what it is. But what you could do is be on somebody's podcast. So that's one idea. A second idea is look for people that live stream. You're watching one. These platforms have now set it up where you can have multiple people on the stream at one time. Better yet, here's a real life example. Remember Clubhouse days? Everybody was in the room trying to get on stage, dropping game. It's kind of changed up now with this whole record a voice shenanigans. I don't care, whatever. But let's bring it to TikTok right now. A lot of people hold panels on TikTok. Let me repeat that. A lot of people are holding panels on TikTok. I think you need at least 300 to 500 followers to be called on somebody's panel on TikTok. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. Okay. I didn't keep track of that. I just noticed one day I was invited up. I was like, oh, I thought you had to have 1,000, but that's not the case. But on TikTok, you have a lot of people that host these panels on live stream. Join the panel. If you have, and let me break this down. It don't even have to be related to your industry or your topic. That's the best thing about the panels on TikTok. It doesn't have to be related. You're just leveraging their audience and their followers to come check out your page. I don't know if y'all done this on TikTok, but you ever been join somebody live and you just clicking on people's profile and it pops up and you can kind of follow them on the spot without leaving the live, or you could view their page. So remember, y'all be like, I don't got money to run no ads. You can join people's panels on TikTok and it don't cost no money. You just need maybe 300 to 500 followers. I don't know the number, but that's not hard to get. But the point is, if you join other people's live, you can leverage other people's followers. And those followers now follow you because you offer something that they're interested in. And then you invite them to join your email list, which is how you get that exposure. So I gave you three examples. Joint live streams, podcast interviews is free, and joining panels on TikTok. This is how you get the exposure for your business. Now, for me personally, I have like my relationship brand shirts, my Black Marriages Exist t-shirt line. So and plus you hear a lot of these relationship-ish conversations on TikTok. It used to be on Clubhouse. I can still do Clubhouse, but the point is you see a lot on TikTok. I can join these panels under my relationship brand page and speak on a topic. And I speak from experience. It's not just I'm making stuff up. Like, I've been married for 16 years. I lived with my partner. My husband is the father of my kids, whatever, so I'm speaking from facts, not like hypothetical. So I can really add value on the topic. And because I add some massive value, people gonna go check out my page, be nosy. So, final recap on the top mistakes to avoid when it comes to launching your side hustle is, we talked about exposure. You need to be seen. You need to be heard. You need to get in front of people. In order for you to hit your sales goal, you have to have at least whatever your sales goal is. That's how big your email list needs to be. And in order to build your email list, You need to do a combination of running paid advertisements as well as being featured on other people's platforms. We shared exactly how to be on other people's platforms. Podcasts, they always need guests. Go to your freaking podcast app, do a search for your industry and niche, make a list of all the podcasts that's there, and reach out to all of them about finding out the process of being on their list. Some might charge a fee, just ignore those and do the free ones. Number two, be on other people's live stream broadcasts. Sometimes they do joint lives where it's just you and that person talking on the live stream, whether you're doing on Zoom, whether you're doing on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, they have joint live streams. They're always looking for content. If you have information that can help their audience and can coexist, reach out and find out what's the process. Number three, we shared joining panels on TikTok. You need at least anywhere from 300 to 500 followers just to be able to speak as one of the people in the squares. It's like Hollywood squares. And the best thing about doing the panels, it don't have to be related to your topic. Oh, we at the 20% mark. I did good. Okay. We almost died. Be on the panels on TikTok. It don't have to be related to, like, the topic don't have to be really related to your industry, but I'm pretty sure your audience will be interested in that topic, so they're already there. So join, especially those broadcasts where people always giving out gifts and them flowers and the little hearts thingies. Y'all see it. I be like, shiny things, like, what's happening? I'll be overwhelmed watching all this stuff flying on the screen. I'm like, I can't. That means they're willing to spend some type of money. Why don't you be a panel on that? Because they already proved and raised their hand they're willing to spend money. So imagine they come across your business and they're like, oh, I'm interested in your stuff, and they'll buy your stuff. So that's the wrap up for today. We want to thank everybody for getting on. You guys were awesome and amazing. If you find this information valuable, you can definitely reach out to me. We could do a free consultation. I do free discovery calls where we chat about what you're doing with your social media pages that needs to be fixed. Like, I will share with you what needs to be fixed. That's number one. So if you want to book a session, you can click the link in my bio, wherever you're broadcasting from, or go to the Diva Speak on any social media platform and click the link there. Ooh, I felt it. And three, everybody needs a funnel. I have a software. Yes, I am a software owner. Yay, tech people. I have a software as an all-in-one marketing and social media marketing. It's an all-in-one marketing and personal assistant software. It's a CRM. It's called 10x Leads Online, where it is a funnel building software. It's a tracker. It's a social media planner. It's a website builder. You can post your courses on there. You can do your sales on there. It integrates with Stripe and PayPal, as well as Authorize.net. Everyone needs a funnel building software, and that's just what it is. Everybody needs some type of landing page, a link tree, and some form of funnel. Period. In a discussion. Whether it's a lead generating funnel, a sales generating funnel, you need a funnel, and that's just what it is. So we have a software called 10x Leads Online, which is an all-in-one platform, which it does the email marketing, the text messaging, the landing page. It does the sales checkout, your social media publishing. What else? So many things you can do. It has AI integrated into it, so it has chat widget, which is the newest thing now, is having a live chat widget on your website, because people get on your website and they get lost. So we need a chat widget to help them. And with the chat widget, you can integrate AI to respond to them on their own versus you doing it. Because I don't know about y'all, I be like, I get to it tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes because I forgot. So it's important that we have these automation tools in place, because when you're in your feelings, you don't want to be bothered. It's like, I missed out on money. because I was in my feelings. I missed out on money because I was busy. I missed out on money. I hate that. So you have to invest in these automations. And I was like many of you guys with the, I was using ConvertKit, and I was using SimCard, I was using ClickFunnels, and I was using, SendLane, and then we was using Lead Pages, and then we had Deadline Funnel. It was just like we had to like merge it. It was like and then I got multiple brands, so I even went more crazy because I had a lot of these software times 3 and 4. So now one spot, one login, one monthly fee. The fee does not change. It does not increase. It's the same. Okay. Whether you use all the features or some of the features, the fee does not change. And one thing I love about it with the 10x Leads Online is, especially for the course creators, I don't know about y'all, but Teachable getting on my nerves. I'm sorry. Teachable is getting on my last mother effing nerves. When I first joined, this was back in 2016, 17, I joined Teachable, and they had a free plan, and you could have unlimited courses on there and unlimited students, right? And then they, and they had a $97 plan and then the pro plan, whatever. No, they had a $37 plan and then a $97 plan, right? That $37 plan is gone. Now they changed, they got rid of they had the free plan, but they limited to only like 10 students. But before they changed over, they said, hey, on September 15th, if you don't have more than 10 students, then you're going to be locked in with the limit of having 10 students sign up for your account for the free plan. So some accounts I had more than 10, so I was grandfathered in. Some accounts I didn't, which I wasn't stressing. Now I'm getting notifications like, yo, we dropping your plan. We dropping the free students. You can only have one live course under the free plan. And the $37 plan is now like, I don't know how much it is now. So we in 2023, right? So now I'm like, so all these, people that purchased the courses that I had on there, like I used to sell it on SamCard, on Stripe, and then just send them the link to sign up to Teachable to get access to the course. But now it's too much. So they limit how many courses you can have on there. I think Kajabi is the same way. Like if you have a certain number of courses or a certain number of students, you have to pay a higher fee. So I'm just not a fan of that, so for my software, the 10x Leads Online, there's no limit to how many students you can have. There's no limit to how many courses you can have on there. And that's just what it is. So for one monthly fee, again, whatever's features you need, you use. Whatever features you don't need, you don't use. The fee does not change. And I feel like that's a good, concept, especially for anyone that's just starting, because it gets expensive paying for these softwares and all these domains. Like I was spending a few $100s a year on just domains that I never use. I literally audit your domains on GoDaddy. I'm gonna tell y'all this now. Audit your domains on GoDaddy, because some of y'all got domains for like 8 years that you never use. Just get rid of it. That's number one. And organize your freaking photos on Canva in your upload. Put it in folders, okay? Because when you start creating graphics for your content, for your pages, you're like, I can't find this, you got to re-upload all over again. Or you could just put it in a folder and label it so you can find it. Because I had to sit down and do that. I was going back crazy. This little boy come get his thing. He probably knocked out sleep. So anyway, so if you're interested in a demonstration of the software, send a DM, send a message, contact us, or click the link in my bio and click on the one-on-one marketing and schedule a time if you already know like what your schedule is like, and we could do a free demonstration. I need to do that weekly. I might do that on Wednesday, because Wednesdays I do my Fix Your Ugly Funnel show where we just grab like a random website and we'll audit it and critique it and redo it on the spot, which is fun. and sad at the same time because people get mad because I'm like, trash. Y'all should see the one from last week. This guy, he was promoting his, I don't know what the hell he was doing. 1 minute he's like, I'm a fitness trainer. Then he say he's not a fitness trainer. Then he's like, I'm a holistic coach. Make up your mind. I was confused. So anyway, he was trying to promote his services on a dating app. And I'm like, then he was giving away lead magnets without collecting people's email address. Then his lead magnets didn't have his contact information, no website information, not even a link to book on his calendar. But he was selling $6,000 coaching programs. Get the heck out of here with that crap. Anyway, so I know for a fact that was on YouTube. I had fun with that one. I was like, bro, like. Anyway, so if you want a demonstration of the software and see how it will work best for your business, click the link in my bio and click on a one-on-one marketing session for that. There's no cost for that. And outside of that, we are good to go. I want to thank everybody for joining us in this broadcast. I think I'm in my 40-minute time frame. I started like 9:40. And then we had technical difficulties. But you guys are awesome and amazing. I am wrapping up the 5,000 windows. Let me check Facebook, see if anybody said anything, because people like to write stuff and be like, you didn't respond. And I'm like, I have 1 million windows open. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Zoom. Ha! 2 phones, what are you called? A little travel size computer, not a tablet. It's a what you call it? It's a Microsoft book, whatever, and it's about to die again. Wasn't you charging? Like, why are you about to die? Anyway, let me get off before my stuff die. You guys were awesome and amazing. Till next time. It's not charging. I don't know why. But I'm about to get off. Anyway, you guys are awesome, amazing. Till next time, I shall see you. You can join us Wednesday for the We Fix Ugly Funnel show. If not, see you Monday. Bye, guys.